highly recommend learning this song because people will recognize it and people will also request it. And but don't play it in this kind of shirt. You know, wear like a tie or something when you play the song, because people, if you wear a shirt like this and play a song like that, people will just not know what to think. They don't know if you're playing jazz or not. Take 5 by Dave Brubeck. So it's an E flat minor, and the bridge goes to a G flat major, starting on the 4 chord. And if you're calling this G flat, you should really call this C flat, and that's what it's called in the book here. So, and why do you do this? Because if you're going up a scale, you need to use every letter when you're going up a major scale. G flat, A flat, B flat, B. You can't use the same letter twice. It has to be C flat, G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat, E flat. F is the only thing that isn't flatted, and that's why there's 6 flats in this song. You've got the C flat being your other flat there. It's a challenging song just to play the melody. Yesterday I was doing it this way, using my thumb. Today I seem to be doing it this way, kind of sliding off there. And I think I kind of like that way. Then I'm trying to keep this vamp going. It's like this, basically. Play the melody over top of that. So at times I have to scale it down just to like this, or this, or that. And that's basically all there is. It's just got to put those two things together. I'll do it really slowly. So you play the vamp. And right there on the B flat minor chord. First verse here. Now you could play it a little smaller like this. You don't have to do that 10th. Here in the bridge, because the melody is always hitting on the 3rd and the 5th up here, you only need roots and 7ths down here. So right there I'm on the 3rd, so I don't need it there. And there I'm on the 3rd. And there I'm on the 3rd. And there. So I'm always on the 3rd, so I'll just play roots and 7ths down here. We don't need the 5. We don't need a 5 in most of these chords. How do you solo over this? It's tough. You know, first of all, you've got to get that 5/4 thing going, which is kind of like a jazz waltz. 1, 2, and 3, like that. 1 and 2 and 3, and then 2 beats. You know, you can use the pentatonic scale, for which there's no great fingering, but you can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and just memorize those patterns. Can't. And another one. All right, but it's probably easier if you put at least one white key in there, so you could use the scale. You could use the blues scale. A lot of people just kind of solo over the vamp there, and but you know, you could solo over the bridge too. So thinking G flat. Basically, I have the 4 chord here, so just stay on the G flat major scale. All right, you can use it really all the way through. let's switch to diminished scale. And then, a Lydian dominant. Now you could put some more diminished scales in there, over the 5 chords. And when you got this little thing there, that's kind of a 5 chord there. So you could use that diminished scale, I guess. So. That's a tough one. You got 2 problems. You got the difficult scales, difficult key to be in, and you got 5/4 time. So it makes a good song for study. Now, well, this is actually something kind of complicated, but I think if you listen to people like Brad Mehldau, you'll hear him do things like this. And he must have started off this way. You take your rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you put some like 5-note pattern over it, like with 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And do this 3 times, because you got 3 beats here, 5 beats here. You're going to superimpose one rhythm over. You could call this a polyrhythm, or you could call it, the classical term is hemiola, like when you're going. You got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, going at the same time. So let's take this, and we'll put it with this. Now, it should kind of work out like in 3 different ways on this thing. First, you start together. And there I did like 1 full cycle plus a little bit more. I'll just do 1 full cycle this time. Try moving your pattern around. Somehow I don't think that was right. In the bridge, and not everybody solos over the bridge, but you just got to basically think in G flat. So I got a couple blues scales I could use. Or even this one. But probably I'll just stick G flat major scale mostly. There'd be nothing wrong with like transposing this song into D, or E minor, or D minor, and working on it in those keys as well. Your fingers might feel a little more comfortable, and then you can focus on the rhythm aspects of this song.